All right, today we're diving into something new, an AI tool called Calum.xyz, and its goal is, well, pretty ambitious. It wants to completely automate Google Ads. And let's be honest, Google Ads is one of the most powerful, but also one of the most complex advertising platforms out there. So how's it going to pull that off? Let's get into it. You know, if you've ever tried running Google Ads for your own business, you know exactly what this feels like. The endless settings, the keyword research, trying to figure out bid strategies, it can honestly feel like a full-time job. It's a huge pain point for so many businesses that just want to, do what they do best, not become a digital marketing expert overnight.
So what if you could just have an AI copilot handle all of that for you? That's really the big promise of Calum. It's designed to be a zero-touch system, which basically means it's built to take on all the heavy lifting of managing your Google Ads, from the very beginning to, well, forever.
So what is it exactly? The best way to think about it is like an AI command center for your advertising. You just give it a little bit of info and it completely takes over. The AI analyzes your business, it builds out entire campaigns, and then, and this is really the most important part, it works around the clock 24/7 to optimize everything for the best possible results.
Now, that is a big promise, right? So how does it actually win? How can an AI really take over the strategic work that a person would normally do? Let's unpack the brains behind this whole operation and see how it works. For you, the user, the process is incredibly simple. Seriously, you just start by giving it your website URL and telling it what your monthly budget is. That's it. From there, the AI takes the wheel. It scans and analyzes your whole website to understand what your business is all about, and then it builds a custom strategy. Next, it builds and launches all the campaigns, all the ads, all the keywords. And then, it just enters this mode of permanent optimization, constantly watching and improving performance, day and night.
At the very heart of this system is what they call the AI strategy brain, and it's powered by a pretty advanced language model called Claude Sonnet 4. You should think of it like the AIs you hear about in the news. It's not just some simple script. This thing is designed to genuinely understand your business model, your products, your sales pitch, just by reading your website. And then it uses that understanding to generate a complete campaign structure that's totally tailored to you.
Okay, now this part is really cool. How does the AI figure out which ads are actually the best? It uses this method called tournament-based ad testing. Basically, it kicks off a little competition. It launches multiple versions of your ad all at once. For about a week, it just watches how they perform. Then, the AI makes a cold, hard, data-driven decision. It pauses all the losers and crowns a champion. That winning ad gets the budget, and the system immediately starts testing new challenges against it. It's this relentless, scientific process to make sure you're always running the best ad possible.
So, how does the AI even define a winner? Well, it's not just a gut feeling. It's looking at three specific key metrics. First up is click-through rate, or CTR. That basically tells you how compelling your ad is. Are people actually clicking it? Then there's conversion rate, which is the ultimate goal. What percentage of those clicks are turning into actual customers? And finally, there's Google's own quality score, which is their rating of how relevant your ad is. By focusing on these three things, the AI makes sure your budget is being spent super efficiently.
Of course, the idea of handing over your ad budget to an AI, that can feel a little nerve-wracking. So building trust here is absolutely crucial. Calum tackles this problem head-on by focusing on two things: protecting your budget and giving you total transparency. Let's see how they do it.
It all comes down to this number, 4. There are 4 different layers of security, all working together to protect your budget at all times.
And here they are. First, you've got hard caps that are set directly with Google. This makes it physically impossible to overspend. Then, the system does hourly audits just to double-check the spending. There's another AI model whose only job is budget pacing, to make sure you spend nice and smoothly through the month. And finally, a real-time ledger tracks every single penny. It's like a multi-layered fortress for your money, just for your peace of mind.
And you are definitely not flying blind through all this. This is the dashboard where you can see everything that's going on in real time. You get total visibility into your performance, how your budget's being spent day by day, and you can even see a log of all the little tweaks and optimizations the AI is making. It's all right there. No secrets.
And here's a really key point on trust. It is still your Google Ads account, period. Calum connects securely using OAuth. That's the same super standard tech you use to log in with Google on other websites. All the campaigns, everything, it's all built inside your account, and you always have complete ownership. You can pull the plug at any time.
So we've talked about how it works and how it builds trust. Now let's talk about one of the biggest selling points: speed. The whole goal here is to get you from the moment you sign up to having live, optimized campaigns running in just a matter of minutes.
This slide really puts the whole thing into perspective, doesn't it? The old way, whether you do it yourself or you hire an agency, usually means weeks of setup, endless meetings, and you're always making manual adjustments. The Calum way, we're talking a 5-minute setup where you literally just give it a URL and a budget, and then the AI handles optimization 24/7. It's a completely different way of working. And this is what that 5-minute setup actually looks like. On the left, you just give your campaign a name and set your budget. You click Generate Preview, and boom, you instantly get what you see on the right. A whole bunch of fully written ad options ready to go. You just look them over, and with one more click on Confirm and Create, your campaign is live, and that ad tournament we talked about officially begins. It really is that simple.
This quote right here just sums it all up perfectly. Our AI does in 5 minutes what takes agencies weeks. It's a bold claim, for sure, but it gets right to the heart of what a tool like this is trying to do. Give business owners back their most valuable resource, their time. Time that you can now put back into your product, into your customers, into your big picture strategy. You know, the stuff that actually grows the business.
So the final question is a pretty powerful one. For any business owner who's just bogged down by how complicated Google Ads is, the idea of automating that whole process to get your time back, that's incredibly compelling. The real question isn't just, is this the future? It's more like, what could you do with all that